He said that he is my damn man's, but he switched on me like a transformer. Yeah, he changed. Nigga, you gon' get your ass changed. Don't get your ass with hey. Had to run my damn bands up. Roll the clip.
Get straight into the video. So the game that we played today was NBA2K20, but it was only on pro difficulty, and it was only quick match between the Lakers and the Clippers. So we were able to play with the entire roster of either team that we chose.
Now we have a pro player who got to play 2K20 early. Link in description will be down below. I want to post this video for you guys because I know that this is legit. He actually played the game, but he doesn't have a lot of subs or nothing like that, so y'all not going to see it, but I want my subs to see it. So hit that like button down below. A lot of great news. Hey, builds are going to be really unique this year. For people that's thinking, oh, 610 not going to work, 610 builds, no, builds are going to be very, very unique. You're going to be able to do a lot this year. Trust this 2K is going to be something different. Okay, now let's get into it.
They changed the badge system a lot, and I can already see how it's going to be. In NBA 2K20, you're going to be grinding for limitless range and get like 17 different shooting badges on the way.
Did he just say 17 shooting badges? Your player is going to be allowed to have 17 shooting badges. They kept the main badges and put in a whole bunch of dummy badges. Now I'm going to use this term for your brain so you guys can get it a little bit better. Like, what? You guys probably going to think like, whoa, 17 shooting badges. Now, dummy badges, I believe, are going to be the badges like Space Creator. They're not going to be OP or nowhere near Hall of Fame. You're still going to have the regular difficult shots Hall of Fame, but the Space Creator badge actually probably boosts your difficult shot badge. You get what I'm saying? I see what 2K is doing already. I see it. Like I said, copy and paste, a little bit more advanced, a little bit more boosted up. I'm using my same build. I'm using the 610. I will adapt. Trust. Believe. I'm going to make other builds, but I definitely will have my primary build, my main build as my 610 pair god. 17 shooting badges that you can have for one player. So that lets you know that my career is back to how it used to be in 17. They're reverting back to 17. Now you can grind and unlock probably whatever badge. I don't think that you could probably lock any badge, but for the most part, there's a lot of badges to be unlocked in my career. Or part. You probably could do them both, but that's what it's looking like right now, people. Let's get on to some more news.
Those badges, I would say there weren't really any badges that were completely useless. Each badge helped in some way or did something for the game and served some type of purpose. So I would say each one is definitely worth grinding for as many badges as you can unlock. Another huge difference that I saw today would be the movement in general on both sides of the ball. I felt like I had more control of my player on offense and defense.
So the movement system is better. This is what we're hearing. Now, people that have been saying 19 was a little stiff, I don't know how y'all felt about it. Let me know. People been saying 19 was a little stiff. I don't know. I felt like it was smooth. Here's some my court gameplay of me like practicing. People ask, how do I practice? You're going to see right here. This is just what I do in my court. But let's get back to the news. So the badges are worth grinding, right? You hear what he's saying. It's back to that 17 type my career feel. You grinding and unlocking badges, and they got park badges back. So y'all know OG gonna come with those badge tutorials for y'all. I'm gonna make them the best way I can, make it the easiest tutorials for y'all, and we gonna get those out the way.
Be good at it. Like last year in NBA 2K19, anyone could really pick up the game and learn a couple moves and start dribble glitching and just be a demon overall. But it feels like the game this year is a little bit different with the dribbling. You really gotta work on your handles this year, just like you would in real basketball, working on your handles.
Ah, man. Y'all hear that, right? Dribbling is harder now. That's basically what he's saying. You gotta work on it. Dribbling is harder now. He said anybody could really pick it up and be good at dribbling. That's not true. We're not gonna say that's true. We ain't gonna disrespect the dribble guys like that, because dribbling is still somewhat of a skill. Okay? So we ain't gonna say that. But basically, dribbling is harder now. The dribble glitches are certain moves that guards used to be able to do that maybe some older heads don't fuck with. Y'all didn't like it. It was annoying to y'all. It didn't feel fair to y'all. That's out of the game now. It seems like it's more based off of skill. He talks more about it. Let's get back into it.
Adds a whole new element. Now this year, you could really catch some boys lean and then catch them slacking and put them on the mixtape without touching the right stick at all. You could just use the left stick and then just set them up going one way and then go back the other way and cross them up just by using the left stick. It is really responsive and you can stop on a dime with it. It will take like 500 years just to cross over to the other hand, but this year it's not really like that. In NBA2K20, if you move the left stick from left to right to switch ball handling hands, if that made sense, then it gets there instantly.
Okay, let me explain to y'all what he said, because y'all may have not gotten it, but I'm good with understanding people's words. Now, your left stick, the stick that you move with, right? They have created and implemented in a new system now to where you can fake people out with the left stick. Now, what does that mean, OG? Don't you know how when you run in 2K, right, and you're just dribbling, your player's just moving in a straight move. Now, when you move left to right, or when you're doing like, when you're trying to juke somebody out, you basically could do hard stops, and you can fake people out just with your left stick. You can create moves to get people off you with your left stick only. You don't have to just use the right stick. The right stick still does regular combos and stuff like that. Now, what he was saying, like, it takes years to cross over to the other side. Basically, all he was trying to say was that now when you do dribble moves, right, and you flick the right stick and you want to flick it to your left hand, and you know how when you do a certain combo and it goes slow and it caps out, the speed caps out, you could go no faster than that. You have to go through the animation. He's basically saying you don't have to do that no more. Now you can really bop somebody. Wop, 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 bop, 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 bop. It goes fast now. He's saying it feels smooth. The dribbling is way more better. That sounds like it went back to like 16 mixed in with a little bit of 19. It's going to be so new, like, and refreshing. That's how it sounds like to me. Let's get into some more news. If you ain't subscribed yet, subscribe.
So not only did they add more animations or bring back animations for dribbling this year, but they also added more animations for finishes around the basket. Like if you start a Euro step or a hop step, then they added more variation in how you finish after you start that Euro step or the hop step. The inside scoring definitely got a lot better, and it definitely feels a little bit better finishing through contact, and just with like the new animations, I feel like that'll help as well. Now, moving on, post scoring is pretty much the same controls. They did say that they added new fakes and new back down animations and all that stuff, but I wasn't able to trigger it just because I wasn't in the post too often today. But if you were a good post scorer last year, just expect to be pretty much the same, if not a better post scorer this year. I noticed this year was the off-ball movement. They really changed how you move off-ball, and you can do different fakes, cuts, and just changes of direction, especially if you have the badge for the off-ball movement. I'm not really sure what it's called, but it definitely makes a huge difference. It makes your cuts way sharper. It makes you just move way faster off-ball, and also doesn't drain your stamina as fast moving off-ball. So with this badge in mind, I think sharps are going to be a lot of fun to play with this year, just because they have an advantage. Like if you have that off-ball badge, then it pretty much makes you, like, they actually implemented dexing. Like dexing is a real thing this year. It's a game mechanic that they actually put in the game. If you have this badge, like it just goes crazy.
So that is all for the news. Now don't get scared. They have made moves in defensive mechanics. Mike Wayne already tweeted out to guard post scorers, to stop post scorers. So don't worry about that. The post scorer is really going to have to be a real good post scorer to be able to dominate. Okay? There's not a lot of those. They don't know how to do footwork moves. They don't really know how to really work and go crazy. There's not a lot of them out there, all right? Now, onto the Dexon thing. I know that scared a lot of y'all. I know it did. Understand, the defense is different this year. They added in a lot of new defensive animations. So y'all know I'm going to get y'all on them defense videos. Y'all know I got y'all. I'm going to take my time. I'm really going to be grinding this year. So y'all know I got y'all on it. Y'all know I'm going to help y'all early. Just be subscribed and be paying attention. Now, with these new juke moves, you're going to have to learn how to play some defense because there's going to be people that's going to be nice with him. But don't get it twisted. Don't think of it as 19 and people going to be going crazy. You're not going to be able to guard it. No, there's going to be a way how to guard it, but you're going to have to really learn how to move on defense. There's a lot of new defense mechanics and offense mechanics. A lot of new defensive bump animations that they put into the game. So, of course, the badges that I'm looking for, literally all I want is on my shot creator build, on my 610, give me defensive stopper silver. That's all I'm going to need. Because once you learn how to be a good defender, once you learn how to help and shade, I'm going to have a lockdown on my team. I'm going to have another build that's made for defense. He's made for the cleanup. All I got to do is play very great defense, which I can, and I've always done it in 2K. Contain my man. Good shot contest. The defensive stopper is just to help when because I'm gonna have my strength up. I don't want my guy being that weak, but he's gonna be, his strength's gonna be right. So I'm planning this all out of my head. Trust me. I'm pre-gaming myself and asking myself, what do I want? At the end of the day, you can do this. Any person has the mindset to do this right now. Pre-game and think to yourself, what do you want? Anything you go with is good. Let's say if you was like, oh, I don't know, should I go with more strength or should I go with this? Anything you put up, you're still going to be good at. You're just going to be good in that category. So you have to start thinking right now, what do you want your player to be strong at? Do you want him to be strong driving? Do you want him to be primarily on the outside of the court, putting in work? This is what you have to think. This is how I'm thinking. I want my player to be all around balance. So the way I'm going to build him is all around balance. Height always is a better advantage. It doesn't matter. People keep saying a 6'10" not gonna be the way, this is not gonna be the way. No, height is always gonna be an advantage in basketball. Y'all have to understand that. It's just basketball. You can't be mad about that. Height is always going to be an advantage. What you can do with the height is, that's where it starts to get limited. But height is always going to be an advantage. Period. All small forwards get defensive stopper. You're a small forward. You're bigger. You're stronger. You guys got to understand that concept. They can't do nothing to change that and say, hold on, let's make small forwards ass this year. No, LeBron James is the fucking best small forward in the league. How are they going to do that? So understand, it's all about learning, what do you want to do as a player. Remember OG telling you this. What can you do strongly on the court? What is your strongest go-to on the court? Shooting, defense, what is it? Master that first and then jump out into other stuff. Don't follow everybody. Don't try to be a follower and follow everybody, because that's how you're going to get yourself burnt. You may not be able to do what that person does on that build. You may not be good with all that ball control. You may be good with a little bit lower down ball control. We're all humans. We're all different. We all have different tastes. We all have different skills, different strengths. So understand this. This is why I would never be bad in 2K. Any good basketball player, you will never be bad. You would always know how to adapt with any build you make. Any build. It's how you make it and what you want to do with it. No build is bad. I'm tired of hearing that concept. Yes, this year will not be metas. It won't be strongly like there's a key meta. You can tell. Of course, any video game has a meta. But with this year, it's going to be based off of your individual skill. What you can do with your build. How crazy you can go. Like the video for good luck. Positive vibes. Always. I can't wait for 2K20 demo. My true time to take over.